The suspect does have a wife and 5 children who live in Washington. Do you plan to deport them?
The suspect has?
The suspect?
Well, we're looking at that right now. We're looking at the whole situation with family. It's a tragic situation.
The investigation into the Washington, D.C. attack is now expanding beyond the shooter and into the future of his entire family. Officials say they are actively reviewing whether the wife and children of Rahmanullah Lakanwal, the suspect accused of killing National Guardsman Sarah Beckstrom, should be deported. President Donald Trump confirmed his administration is examining the family's status and called it part of a broader look at the whole situation. Lakanwal's family has been living quietly in Bellingham City in Washington state. Relatives say his wife cared for their 5 young children while he worked to support them. The family's life in the United States was supposed to be a fresh start after the collapse of Afghanistan. But now they face the possibility of being removed from the country because of his actions.
We were the ones that were targeted by the Taliban in Afghanistan. I cannot believe that he might do this. I don't know what happened. I need your help to know why this happened.
One of Lakanwal's relatives, who served with him in the Afghan army, is struggling to understand what happened. He told the NBC he fought alongside Lakanwal for years, stood beside him in Kandahar, and watched him risk his life supporting U.S. forces during Taliban attacks. When he learned about the shooting, he said he was in disbelief. He said he never saw any signs that Lakanwal was capable of something like this, and begged for answers, saying his voice was cracking with emotion. The relative said he has not spoken to Lakanwal for several months and does not recognize the person described by police. According to family members, Lakanwal grew up in Host Province before joining the army in Afghanistan, where he served for a decade. He later worked with a CIA-backed Afghan military unit. After the fall of Kabul, he was brought to the United States in 2021 under Operation Allies Welcome, the program created to resettle Afghans who had supported U.S. missions. Relatives say his arrival here was meant to protect him from the Taliban, who had targeted him during the war. Investigators now say Lakanwal traveled from Washington state to the nation's capital and carried out a targeted attack on 2 National Guard members near the White House. Beckstrom was killed, and Staff Sergeant Andrew Wolfe remains in critical condition. Prosecutors have upgraded the charges to first-degree murder and say many more counts are expected. As the case moves forward, the focus is now divided between the ambush and the uncertain future of Lakanwal's wife and children, who are caught in the aftermath of an attack they had no part in, facing decisions that will shape the rest of their lives.